Hi. Okay, so this is for friends and family. I'm going to make a screen recording and upload it to YouTube about all the photos and adventures and some of the tea and just kind of a behind the scenes of my adventure this summer. So we're going to scroll back to the very, very, very beginning. We had a flight that went from Salt Lake to Amsterdam and then to Dublin. And we had this little stuffed rat that we carried around, me and my friend Giselle. And we made him an Instagram that was really funny, actually. And it kind of just like followed us on all of our adventures. It was really silly. We stopped in Amsterdam and there was like some flight issues, but we were able to get to Dublin. So I'm going to jump back to these pictures that are more like in depth rather than the Instagram, just kind of like layover. We arrived and it was super rainy, which should have been expected. And we were able to catch a taxi back to our apartment that we were staying in, our little Airbnb. It was very small. And it was just literally like that was the bathroom with the mirror and then the bed and this like shelf. And that was it. And it was very cozy. It was very, very rainy and kind of cold. But we got up and out the first day and it wasn't too bad as far as jet lag goes. I was really proud of us. We went and explored some castles, and this is Dublin Castle Gardens. It was just gorgeous. There were just flowers everywhere. It was so just pretty. I don't even know if you can listen to the sound on this, but just gorgeous. I loved our time here. This is in Christchurch. I am in love with these columns. They're so gorgeous. And just like the arches and everything are just so pretty. These were the costumes that were downstairs in like the crypt area. And it was kind of freaky down there. This was the cat and mouse that they had downstairs. And they were apparently like chasing each other and then got caught in an organ. And because of the lack of oxygen, they kind of like mummified themselves. And you can't really see it on this picture, but the cat still had whiskers, which was insane crazy. I took a picture of some tombs and stuff. And this is at Christchurch. And this door was huge. My head came to the knob, okay? That's how big this door was. There was a boys' choir there that just happened to be from Minnesota, which was so funny. We listened to them for a bit. We sat outside and just kind of enjoyed the view and took it in that we were in Europe for the summer and went by and saw some really interesting snacks and some Mars bars and stuff. And the biscuits. We got an order placed. We made some funny videos and then headed to bed. And then our second day, we went to this cute little cafe and then headed by Catherine's Cathedral, which was really pretty, really quiet. And we went to St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is kind of funny because my birthday, and I took a ton of pictures. This one is really cool to me because the story is there was a group of Catholics and a group of Protestants, and they were fighting. And one of the groups ran inside the cathedral to claim sanctuary, and they started arguing on either side of the door. And then the group on the outside kind of got sick of them. So they chopped that hole in the middle, and then the captain stuck his hand through it, and he said, "You either shake my hand or you cut it off, but I'm done fighting." And then they had peace until the next war, which I think is kind of funny. They have flags hanging everywhere, and they're super old and tattered, and it's just like history that you're just staring at, and that's pretty much a lot of Europe. But these stained glass windows were just so intricate. I loved all the stained glass windows. This is a video I took of the cathedral. Just so peaceful, so pretty. This is kind of a weird picture. I kind of tried to take a panoramic, but it kind of warped. But this is the staircase that leads all the way up to the organ. More stained glass. St. Patrick's is just such a gorgeous place. Just like all of the, just gorgeous. We went and got some ice cream afterwards, and then we headed to I think this is the next day, actually. Nope, this is the same day. We headed to the grounds of the castle and got a tour today. It's just so pretty. Just reminded me of like Hogwarts. Don't know why my thumb's in the way there. But
so this is the royal chapel.
Listen to this lady's accent. It's so cute.
So this is the royal chapel. This is basically what most royal chapels would look at. If you visit anything in London or anywhere.
The big organ. The rooms were just gorgeous because it would be like super, super, super old. And then we'd walk into rooms like this. And just the velvet of it all. And this was one of my favorite rooms. Just breathtaking. Can you imagine being in a ball gown in here? I can't. So pretty. We went to the Epic Museum, which is an Ireland emigration museum, talking about how immigration has not only shaped Ireland, but shaped the world. And it was really fascinating. It was so cute. This is all of us trying to take jumping pictures. Look at me there. We took so many pictures. And then we went to this
dirty old town. That's a dirty old town. That's your part.
It was so cute. The food was interesting. I really liked this apple pie strudel thing that they had. So that was nice. And then they had dancers coming out, which was so much fun. They were so talented. I loved watching this guy. Look at him. Insane. So cool. Took some pictures. This was our last night in Dublin, so I think it's one of these videos. I think it's this one. There it is. Look at these streets. So pretty. And then we turned the corner. I think this is City Hall. Come on. Where is it? We're kind of passing by all these sites that we had seen, and then we saw the most gorgeous sunset. This is like at 10 p.m. too. This is when the sun is setting. Absolutely gorgeous. What a way to end the day. And we checked out early the next morning and headed to the train station where we saw this very old man that was very concerned with us. This is what the waiting area looks like if you're on the next train. And then we just kind of run to the next place. But this is one of the videos we took of us getting from Dublin to Belfast.
No.
And their accents are so cute.
Whale? Yeah.
No, maybe not.
Maybe not.
No, it wouldn't be Wales. We're too far down.
Oh, yeah.
Are we not?
Yeah. Wouldn't be.
Or are we? I don't know.
Still
This
be.
man and his son and the son's friend had gone to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, and they let us sit next to them because we missed our train and had to jump on a different one and didn't have assigned seats, and it was this big stressful crazy time. And they were like, yeah, sure, come on over. And we just talked, and they showed us all about the different money stuff, and anyway, it was cute. So this is just kind of going back. These are all the pictures from Giselle that we airdropped later on, but just so fun. So many cool sights, and just I don't know, I just loved being here. There was this really cool picture. I don't know if I've passed it already. Maybe. It was a picture of a sculpture of Christ outside of Christ Church. Maybe you can kind of see it over here. And it's this homeless man in a blanket, but his hands and his feet have the holes in them. And it's a symbol of are you going to help the homeless man? Because you'd be really helping Christ. So cool. I don't know if I can find that one. It's just really pretty. I loved walking around all these places. The castle and the grounds. This is underneath the castle. the Dublin Castle, and this was like their top floor kind of thing. Like this was their wall. And they made the steps purposely really uneven because they knew that intruders wouldn't know the steps as well as they would. So when they'd get into like big armor, they'd like trip down the stairs. Oh, and the little throne. The River Liffey. They had these cool passports, and in each of the exhibits for the Epic Immigration Museum, you'd be able to stamp your own passport. And they had like all these different exhibits that you could go and look at with these huge screens and stuff. Get your passport stamped. Here's a pigeon that was following us around the train station. And that's Dublin. I think my Instagram pretty much has just the same thing. Here's this in Amsterdam, and then the Dublin Castle Gardens and Christ Church with the crypt and the cat and rat. Christ. Oh, here it is. Ugh, I love that sculpture. It's kind of foggy because it was kind of raining, but so pretty. St. Catherine's, St. Patrick's, the door. These cool like seahorse, but like seahorse, not seahorse, like seahorse. And just how pretty it all was. Ah, what a time. So that is Dublin.